Hello everybody, this is RJL518 welcoming you to New York Mets Baseball on Action PC Sports. I welcome you to Busch Stadium for tonight's game between the New York Mets and the St. Louis Cardinals. After that last game, the Mets better go ahead and really get back into the win column after that tough loss against the Cardinals in the first game of the series. Dwight Gooden takes the mound for the Mets. He's made 3 starts in the year and is 1-1 with an ERA of 2.14. This is his first start against the Redbirds. He'll be opposed by Ricky Horton. He's made 2 starts in the year and is 1-1 with an ERA of 3.29. This is his second start against the Mets. He's 0-1 against them with a 4.05 ERA. Beautiful night here at Busch Stadium. It's 71 degrees with the wind speed about 15 miles per hour coming in from left center field. So I welcome you here to Busch Stadium. The date is April 25, 1986. The Mets are at a 7-4 spot. Probably should have won the last game, but just came out a little bit short. And for those of you who want to know how that game went, well, you need to go ahead and go check out that report. Let's take a look at the starting lineup for the Mets. Kevin Mitchell will bat first. Tim Tuffle gets the bat at second. Hernandez bats third. Carter had a heck of a game the last time, batting fourth. Strawberry will bat fifth. George Foster bats sixth. Ray Knight, 7th. Rafael Santana is off to an awesome start this year, batting 8th, and Dwight Gooden batting 9th. Let's take a look at defensively for the Cardinals. We've got Jack Clark at first base, Tommy Herr at second, Ozzie Smith shortstop, Terry Pendleton at third, Andy Van Slyke is in right, Willie McGee is in center, the ever-speedy Vince Coleman in left, Mike LaValliere gets the call behind the plate, and on the mound for the St. Louis Cardinals will be Ricky Horton. Ricky Horton's got a 3.29 ERA to start the replay, 1 win and 1 loss. Let's see if the Mets can bounce back after that unbelievable disaster in the last game against the Cardinals. Leading off for the Mets will be Kevin Mitchell. Mitchell off to a good start, 471 average, 8 for 17 for the replay. He already has 2 home runs. Let's get things going. Here's the pitch from Horton to start the game. And Mitchell strikes out. So 1 man down, the batter will be Tim Tuffle. Tuffle is 7 for 26 for the replay. He has 2 doubles and 4 RBIs. Batting at a 269 clip so far for the Mets. Ricky Horton has the ball, toes the rubber, and here's the pitch. Tuffle grounds one to Pendleton. Should be an easy play. The throw is bang, bang, and Tuffle barely beat the throw. That's an infield base hit for Tuffle. So he'll be on at first base, and that will bring up Hernandez. Hernandez off to also a pretty good start. 372 average for the replay. He has 2 doubles, a triple, and a homer. He has 11 runs batted in. Runner on first for the Mets. Hernandez at the plate. And here's the pitch to Keith. Hernandez grounds one to Ozzie. Ozzie's only play is the first base. Hernandez is out. Tuffle will make it to second. 2 men down for Gary Carter. Carter had a heck of a game last game. He's batting .282 for the replay, 11 for 39. He already has 3 home runs on the year. Ricky Horton gets the sign from LaValliere. And here's the pitch to Carter. Struck him out, and Ricky Horton gets out of a short jam. No runs, 1 hit, no errors. We go to the bottom of the first. Let's take a look at the starting lineup for the Cardinals. Vince Coleman gets the leadoff spot. Willie McGee, he's off to a heck of a start this year, batting second. Herr will bat third. Clark bats fourth. Andy Van Slyke will bat fifth. Terry Pendleton will bat sixth. Mike LaValliere at 7th. Smith will bat 8th, and Ricky Horton will bat 9th. Defensively for the Mets, Keith Hernandez is again as usual. Why Hernandez is not in the Hall of Fame, I don't know. Tim Tuffle will be at second base. Santana at shortstop. Ray Knight at third. George Foster gets the call in left. Kevin Mitchell gets the call in center, and the straw is in right. Carter behind the plate, and on the mound for the Mets will be Dr. K. K, Dwight Gooden, 2.14 ERA, 1 win, 1 loss. He has 18 strikeouts so far on the year, And Gooden has to have a good outing today, I think, in order to beat this Cardinals team and tie this series up at 1. Leading off for St. Louis will be Vince Coleman. He's batting .255 so far for the replay. You always want to keep him off the base paths. Here's the pitch from Dr. K. Coleman grounds him up the middle. Tuffle's got him, throws to first, 1 out. That's a nice play by Tim Tuffle. As I said, every time you get Vince Coleman out, it's always a good thing. Willie McGee will bat next. He's batting .391. He's off to a heck of a start for St. Louis. He batted only .256 in 1986, but this so far, he's doing well for the Cards. Dwight Gooden looks at the plate. Here's the pitch from Dr. K. McGee grounds one to Santana, throws to first to Hernandez for the out. 2 men down, and now we'll see Tom Herr. Herr struggling a bit, batting .196. He has a double and 6 runs batted in for the replay. Gooden gets the call. Here's the pitch to Gary. Herr hits one right to Strawberry, and he makes the catch, a line drive shot, and he put it right away. Nothing across. We go to the top of the second. Darryl Strawberry will lead off for the Mets. Strawberry batting .317. He has only 1 home run so far, so he's due to get a few. Horton gets the call. Here's the pitch to Straw. Strawberry hits one into the outfield. It's a single to right center. Van Slyke will toss it back in, and the Mets get the leadoff runner. Strawberry only 32% chance. He's going to hold at first base, and the batter will be George Foster. I still don't know what happened in the last game. I guess I just didn't manage the bullpen right. We'll do it better next time. Foster at bat. He's a right-hander. Strawberry at first. And here's the pitch to George Foster. And he struck him out. Horton rung him out. 1 down, and now we'll see Ray Knight. Knight off to a good start, batting .375. He has 3 doubles, a homer, and 7 runs batted in so far. Strawberry now 54%. LeVire's got a pretty decent arm. Has an arm of 7, so that's pretty good. Strawberry could be a threat. We'll see what he does here. Here's the pitch to Ray Knight. Knight hits one into the outfield for a base hit. Line to right center, all the way to the wall. Strawberry rounding third. They're going to send him home. He's going for home. Knight is not going to go to third. Here's the throw, and Strawberry is safe. Ray gets a double, an RBI, and the Mets are on the board first. An RBI double for Knight, and the batter now will be Santana. Santana, he batted .218 in 1986, but he's off to a .311 start. A little interesting here for him. How long he can keep this up, that's the question. Santana at bat, Knight at second. Here's the pitch from Horton. Santana grounds one to Smith. He should easily gun him down at first, and he does. And Knight holds at second. And now the batter is Dr. K. Dwight Gooden, he's 0 for 7 so far at the plate. Horton toes the rubber. Here's the pitch to Dr. K. And Gooden grounds one to Pendleton, and that should be the 3rd out easily, and it is. 1 run, 2 hits, no errors. We go to the bottom of the 2nd inning. New York Mets 1, Cardinals nothing. We go to the bottom of the 2nd, as I just said. Jack Clark leads off for St. Louis. He's off to a .220 start. He's 9 for 41 for the replay. Gooden checks and deals. Here's the pitch. Clark grounds one right up the middle, and that is a base hit. Mitchell has to retrieve it and fire it back in. And the Cardinals get the leadoff runner on first, and that will bring up Van Slyke. He's struggling. He's batting .162. Clark a pretty decent chance to steal, but I don't see one coming here. But you never know what the Cardinals might attempt. St. Louis is still a pretty fast team. Van Slyke at the plate. Here's the pitch from Gooden. There goes Clark. The throw to second. Santana with the tag. He's out of there. Nice throw by Gary Carter to throw out the base runner. And as I said, I'm a little surprised Clark ran on that. It was a ball. And Van Slyke still at the plate. Here's the pitch from Gooden. Van Slyke hits one to Santana, guns him down at first. And that's the second out. And now we'll see Terry Pendleton. Pendleton struggling a bit, batting 156 for the replay. Gooden has a pretty good fastball today. Let's see if we can get Pendleton out. Here's the pitch. Pendleton dribbles it in front of the mound. It's going to be close, and bunted down to the first base line. Hernandez letting it roll. It stays fair, and Pendleton has a base hit. Pendleton has a buncher hit. The batter now will be LaValliere. Nice call by Whitey Herzog. LaValliere on at bat. He's batting .250. Came through with a big hit in the last game. Gooden, the pitch to LaValliere. Struck him out. First strikeout for Gooden, and that ends the inning. We go to the top of the third. Kevin Mitchell leads off for New York. He's 0 for 1. Horton gets the sign. Here's the pitch to Kevin. Mitchell hits a high fly ball. Van Slyke is there. 1 out. And now Tim Tuffle. He's 1 for 1. Horton, one of the better pitchers I think the Cardinals had. I mean, in 1986, he had a 2.24 ERA, 4 wins, 3 losses, 3 saves. He came on a couple of times. He's not an easy pitcher to get through. Tuffle steps into the batter's box, and here's the pitch. Tuffle hits a fly ball to the corner, but Vince Coleman's got it, and he catches it for the out, 2 down. And now we'll see Hernandez. Hernandez 0 for 1. And the pitch from Ricky Horton. Hernandez hits one to center. McGee's there. And it's a straight 3 up and 3 down in the top of the third. Bottom of the third coming up. And it will be Ozzie Smith getting lead off for St. Louis. Batting .262. He has 2 triples so far. 4 runs batted in for the replay. Gooden looks at the plate. Here's the pitch from Dwight. And it's a walk to Ozzie Smith. Not something you want to do. Ozzie Smith definitely a threat to steal. And that will bring up the pitcher, Ricky Horton. So I'm pretty sure we're going to see the bunt. We'll bring the corners in for the bunt attempt. And here's the pitch from Gooden. There's the bunt. Carter throws to second to get 1. There will be no throw to first. So Ricky Horton does not come through with a good bunt. And the Cardinals' sacrifice does not work. But Horton does get to first base, and now Coleman will bat. He's 0 for 1 for the day. Gary Carter off to a pretty good start throwing the ball. Here's the pitch from Gooden to Coleman. Struck him out. Second strikeout for Gooden. It's his 3rd start, and he has 20 Ks on the year. Here's Willie McGee, who's 0 for 1. Horton still at first base. Gooden has the sign. Here's the pitch to McGee. McGee hits one to center. Mitchell's got it. He made the grab to retire the side and ends it with no runs, no hits, a walk, and no errors. We go to the top of the 4th, still 1-0 Mets. Gary Carter leads off for New York. Carter 0 for 1. A nice night here at Busch Stadium. 69 degrees, clear. Wind's coming in a little bit on this April 25 night. Here's the pitch to Gary Carter. And that's a leadoff walk. So Carter will go to first and will now bring up the Straw. Straw is 1 for 1. He lined a single to right center. Carter not a stealing threat, now with a lefty on the mound. A chance for Strawberry to maybe get a big run for the Mets. Here's the pitch to Strawberry. Strawberry gets rung up. 1 out, and now George Foster, who's 0 for 1. Horton looks. Here's the pitch from Ricky Horton. Foster lines one. Great play by Ozzie Smith. They're going to get a double play. The Wizard of Oz comes through again and ends the inning. No runs, no hits, no errors. Bottom of the 4th. Tom Herr will lead off for St. Louis. He's 0 for 1. Mets clinging to a 1-0 lead here at Busch Stadium. Here's the pitch from Gooden to Herr. Herr grounds one to Hernandez. He will take it himself for the out. One down, and now we'll see Jack Clark. He's 1 for 1. Dwight Gooden gets the call. Here's the pitch to Clark. Struck him out. Third strikeout for Dr. K, and now we'll see Van Slyke. And Slyke looks like he's going to try to knock one out here. And Slyke back in the batter's box. Here's the pitch from Gooden. Van Slyke grounds one to Tuffle. He throws to first, and he is out of there. Nothing across in the bottom of the fourth. We go to the fifth. Still 1-0 Mets. Here's Ray Knight. So far, a pitcher's duel for the first 4 innings. Ray Knight is 1 for 1. He doubled off the wall in right center and with an RBI. Ricky Horton checks the deal. Here's the pitch. Knight grounds one right back to Horton. 1 out. 1 down. Here's Rafael Santana. He's 0 for 1. Santana looking to make a big play. Here's the pitch from Horton. Santana grounds it up the middle. That's going to be a base hit. McGee fires it back in, and Santana continues to hit well so far early in the season. And now Dwight Gooden, of course, will see the bunt. And here's the chance. Gooden bunts in front of the plate. The throw is to first. Gooden is out, but Santana does get to second. So the sacrifice works. And now a chance for Kevin Mitchell to bring a player in. Mitchell is 0 for 2. Mitchell hits lefties pretty well. We'll see if he can come through with a big play. Santana on at second. Horton checks Santana at second. Now Horton the pitch. Mitchell hits a fly ball to center. McGee makes an easy play, and that ends the inning. We go to the bottom of the fifth. Terry Pendleton will bat for St. Louis. He's 1 for 1. Gooden so far off to a pretty good start for the game. Here's the pitch to Pendleton. He bunted his way on last time. This time Pendleton hits one. A little blooper, short left field. That's a base hit. Foster retrieves it and fires it back in. Pendleton, that's his second hit of the game. And now here's LaValliere, who's 0 for 1. Gooden checks and deals. Here's the pitch. And he walks LaValliere. That's the second walk issued by Gooden. And now runners at first and second, nobody out. And the batter is Ozzie Smith. And he walked his last time up. So Gooden now in a little bit of a jam. Runners first and second, nobody out. Gooden looks at Smith. And here's the pitch to Smith. Smith hits one into the outfield. That's a base hit. Pendleton will score from second. LaValliere moves to third. Mitchell tosses it back in, and the Cardinals have tied this game. And still, nobody out, and runners at first and third. And now the batter is Horton. Horton is 0 for 1. He's 1 for 5 for the replay as a hitter. Gooden gets the sign, knows he's got to get an out. Here's the pitch to Horton. Gooden pitches aggressively. He dribbles it. Foul ball. Runner on the ground. No balls, 2 strikes. Aggressive pitch. Throws to second for 1. Safe. The pitch drops in there for a strike, but Carter threw to second. Not a chance to get him. That's the first steal for Smith, and I'm surprised Carter actually threw the ball. LaValliere, though, had no chance to score back. But runners at second and third and 1 out now. And here's Coleman. Coleman is 0 for 2. Runners at second and third, one out. Gooden throws the rubber. Here's the pitch to Coleman. Struck him out. A big strikeout for Gooden. And now the batter is McGee. That's the second out, but runners still at second and third. McGee is 0 for 2, but he's off to a pretty good start this year, batting .375. And he's 0 for 2 tonight. McGee hits right-handers just a little better, but we'll see if Gooden can get the job done. Here's Gooden's pitch. McGee hits a fly ball. Foul ball, out of play, just out of play. Got away with that one. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Gooden gets the call. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Aggressive pitch. He hits one to center, but Mitchell's got it. And they only get away with minimal damage. 1 run, 2 hits, no errors. After 5 complete, New York Mets 1, Cardinals 1. We go to the 6th. Tim Tuffle will lead it off. He's 1 for 2 today. Horton still on the mound. Here's the pitch to Tim Tuffle. Tuffle hits a fly ball deep down the right field line, but Van Slyke makes the catch for out number 1. And now here's Keith Hernandez. He's 0 for 2. Horton gets the sign. See if Hernandez can come through with a hit. Here's the pitch. Hernandez hits a fly. It's a ball. Good play. That'll be extra bases. Into the right field corner. It goes all the way to the wall. Hernandez is going to have a stand-up double, so he gets his first hit of the game. A big run at second base, and now Gary Carter coming up is 0 for 1. Boy, did he blast that one just off the wall. Hernandez on at second. Carter at the plate. Horton now facing a little bit of a jam. Here's the pitch to Carter. And that's a walk. High and way outside, base on balls, and now with runners at first and second and an out, it's Strawberry. Strawberry is 1 for 2. But this is a position where you'd like to have him in. Horton gets the sign. Here's the pitch to Strawberry. Strawberry hits a high fly ball. Into the stands, foul ball. And that was close. Strawberry almost made a big hit. Horton will try again. Can Strawberry get a hold of another one, only this time get it out of here? Here's the pitch to Darrell. Darrell hits one. Hooking way back. Van Slyke racing back on the track to the wall. That's out of here. This time he got a hold of it better, and he hits the home run. That's the second home run for the Straw, about 345 feet out of here. It's a 3-run homer, and the Mets jump out in front 4-1. And boy, did the Mets need that. Quiets down the Busch Stadium crowd, and now the batter is Foster, who's 0 for 2. Foster steps into the batter's box. Here's the pitch from Horton. Foster hits one right to Clark and makes the catch, and that's the second down. And now we'll see Knight. Knight is 1 for 2 with a double and an RBI. Here's the pitch from Horton to Knight. Knight hits one right to Smith, who put it away easily with the catch. 3 runs on 2 hits, but they were all on the 1 home run. After 5.5, New York Mets 4, Cardinals 1. Bottom of the 6th. Now can Dwight Gooden pitch a clean inning? Tom Herr leads off for the Cardinals. Gooden with the pitch. Herr pops this one up. Looks like it's going to go to Santana, who actually drifts into Knight's location, but Santana has it measured and puts it away. 1 out. Now we'll see Clark. Clark is 1 for 2. Sees Clark up. Gooden sizes him. Here's the pitch from Gooden. Clark hits one right to George Foster with a frozen rope, and Foster didn't even have to move. 2 outs. And now here's Van Slyke. He's 0 for 2 today. Gooden toes the rubber. Blows on the baseball. I don't think he put anything on it, but who knows? Back in the 80s, there was still some funny substances going on in the baseballs even back in the 80s. Here's the pitch from Gooden, and he walked Van Slyke. And now the batter is Pendleton. Van Slyke a threat to steal. Pendleton, however, is 2 for 2. I don't know if you let him. I don't know if you have Pendleton. I don't know if you try stealing and see if Pendleton can get up hit here. Here's the pitch from Gooden to Pendleton. There goes Van Slyke. Pendleton, it's a fly ball right to Foster, who just comes right in. And the Mets do what they got to do. They do not allow the Cardinals to get any runs in the bottom half of that inning. We go to the 7th. Still 4-1 Mets. Rafael Santana will bat. Leading off, he's 1 for 2. Horton gets the sign. Here's the pitch to Rafael. Rafael hits one right to Coleman. He'll make the catch. 1 down. And now Dwight Gooden will bat. He's 0 for 1. Pitcher to pitcher. Here's the pitch. Gooden grounds one right to Clark, who throws to Horton covering on the bag, and that'll be the 2nd down. And now Kevin Mitchell. Mitchell a little struggling today. He's had an 0 for 3 type of day. Usually bats lefties well, but he's having a tough one today against Horton. Mitchell gets in the batter's box, gets the sign from Davey Johnson. And here's the pitch to Kevin. And he hits one to center, but McGee's got it. Puts it away, and nothing across. Bottom of the 7th, still 4-1 Mets. Mike LaValliere leads off for St. Louis. Gooden's got plenty of gas left. LaValliere gets the call, gets that from the batter's box. He is 0 for 1. He struck out and walked. Here's the pitch to LaValliere. LaValliere grounds one to Santana. He makes the play, throws to first, and gets it. Hernandez makes the play at first for the out. Here's Ozzie Smith. He's 1 for 1, the Wizard of Oz. Gooden trying to keep the Cardinals off the bases. A 4-1 lead by the Mets. Here's the pitch to Smith. Smith grounds one to Santana. He'll have to hurry, and he's got it. Smith is retired. 2nd out. And now here's Horton. Horton is 0 for 2 today. Do the Cardinals let him bat? We'll see. Here's the pitch from Gooden, and nope, we will see a pinch hitter. Here's Jose Oquendo, pitch hitting for St. Louis. He's batting pretty good for the replay. 500, 4 for 8. Gooden checks the sign. Oquendo gets in there. Here's the pitch from Gooden. And he grounds one to Knight. Knight throws across the diamond, gets him, and that retires the side. Still 4-1 Mets, top of the 8th. New pitcher for the St. Louis Cardinals, Todd Worrell, and he's making his first appearance in my replay. Todd Worrell. I don't know what I could say about him except that he was destined for greatness. It just didn't seem to show up. In 1986, he was awesome. 2.08 ERA, 9 wins, 10 losses, 36 saves. A lot of people thought Todd Worrell was going to be the next maybe the next big thing for St. Louis. He's however, though, for the replay, he's 0-1 with the save, a 6.00 ERA. What are your thoughts on Todd Worrell? I thought maybe he just didn't pan out to be what a lot of Cardinals fans thought he was going to be, and I actually thought he was going to be an awesome pitcher. He could be pretty good. He just wasn't the pitcher I thought people thought he was going to turn out to be. Tim Tuffle leads off for the Mets here in the 8th. He's 1 for 3. Here's the pitch from Morel. Strike him out. First strikeout for Morel, and the bat will be Hernandez. Hernandez looking for the pitch he wants to hit. Here's the pitch from Todd Morel. Hernandez grounds one to Herr. Herr is going to have to hurry. He'll get him. And that's the second out. And now we'll see Carter. Carter 0 for 1, struck out but walked twice. There's the pitch from Morel. Carter hits a fly ball into the gap, but Coleman makes the catch to retire the side. We go to the bottom of the 8th. Still 4-1 Mets. Here's Vince Coleman leading off. Gooden still has plenty of gas. But you got to keep Coleman off the bases. He's 0 for 3 today. Here's the pitch to Coleman. And he hits one to center. And Mitchell got it. 1 out. And now McGee, who's 0 for 3. Gooden has kept McGee quiet today. McGee grounded to short, flied to left center and right center. Here's the sign from Dr. K, and the doctor pitches. And he grounds one to Fernandez. Fernandez taking himself, and that's the second out. So far, the doctor is in. And we go to the bottom of the 8th. Actually, we're still in the bottom of the 8th. Tom Herr will bat. He's 0 for 3. Doctor checks the sign. He's looking at Herr. Herr eyes Gooden. Here's the pitch from the doctor. And he pops one up. Tuffle's got it measured. Makes the play, and that ends the inning. 8 complete, still 4-1 Mets. We go to the top of the 9th. Todd Morel still on the mound for the Cardinals. Strawberry will bat. He's having a good day. 2 for 3, and he hit his second home run today. He's got 3 runs batted in so far. Would be great if Strawberry can go ahead and hold another one here. He bats .292 against the righties. But here's the pitch to the Straw. Straw hits a fly ball to Slike, and he makes the catch. Strawberry's retired, 1 down. And now we'll see Foster. He's 0 for 3 today. It's a bit of a struggle. Foster gets into the batter's box. And here's the pitch from Morel. Foster laces one pretty foul. Pendleton chasing it. Nope, that's out of here. Souvenir. Foster will try again. Here's the pitch. And Foster is hit by the pitch. He'll go to first. I think he smacked him in the midsection. It did. I know that had to hurt a bit. Foster will be on first. The batter is Knight. You don't want to hit anybody, that's for sure. Especially put a big insurance run on. And now we'll see if Knight can come through. He's 1 for 3 with a double. Morel checks Foster at first. Foster not a stealing threat. And here's the pitch to Knight. Knight grounds off the middle. This should be 2. And it is. Knight grounds into his 3rd double play for the replay, and that ends the inning. We go to the bottom of the 9th. We do know what happened in the bottom of the 9th in the last game between these two. Let's see if we can be a little smarter this time. Dwight Gooden still has plenty of gas. It's 4-1 Mets. Jack Clark leads off for St. Louis. Here's the pitch from Gooden. And he walks the leadoff batter. So here we go. Clark is on at first now, and Van Slyke is the batter. Not what you wanted to do if you were the Mets. You got a lefty up there, Pendleton a switchy, and then another left-hander. Gooden's gonna stay batting .271 as Van Slyke. I'm going to let Gooden bat and pitch. Here's the pitch from Gooden to Slyke. And he grounds one to Santana for 1, to 2. Did they get him? Out! His only play was this first base. Thought they got at Clark, but Clark is at second. The batter now is Terry Pendleton, but the Mets get a big out. Pendleton, the batter, he's 2 for 3. He's 2 for 3 today. Pendleton's a switch hitter, and he bats worse against the righties. Gooden will stay in there. Here's the pitch to Terry Pendleton. Pendleton hits one into the outfield. That is a base hit. Clark rounds third and holds. And once again, St. Louis is threatening in the bottom of the 9th inning. LaValliere is the batter. Runners at first and third. 1 out. The Mets will go to the bullpen. And they will bring in Jesse Orozco. Orozco, unfortunately, was the catalyst who started that big rally for the Cardinals in the bottom of the 9th in the last game. Now let's just see if Orozco can get 1 out. Orozco comes in to pitch. Runners at first and third. 1 out. 4-1. LaValliere represents the tying run. Here's the pitch from Orozco. LaValliere fouls one down. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Orozco's going to be a little aggressive. Here's the pitch from Orozco. Aggressive pitch. Struck him out. 2 down. And now the batter is Ozzie Smith. Smith did not hit a single home run in 1986. But in a replay, you never know. Smith hits lefties and righties pretty much the same. Orozco's going to stay on the mound. Pendleton on at first. Clark at third. Tying run at the plate. Orozco gets the sign. Here's the pitch. He grounds one to Knight. Knight throws to second. Gets him. That's the ball game. This time, the Mets come away with the win. We escape with that one this time, and the Mets come away with a big win in St. Louis, and I'll take it. Dwight Gooden, let's take a look at the stats here. Dwight Gooden will pick up the win. He goes to 2-1. Jesse Orozco picks up his 4th save. Gooden was marvelous. 1 run on 5 hits. He walked 4 but struck out 5. His ERA drops to 1.84 for the replay. Ricky Horton takes the loss, drops to 1-2. He still didn't pitch too bad. Gave up 4 runs on 6 hits. It's just that the Cardinal lineup just could not figure out the Mets in this play, the Mets in this game. I'm going to give the Golden Bat Award for the Mets to Darryl Strawberry. He was 2 for 4, 2 runs scored, 3 RBIs, and he hit a big home run to put the Mets ahead. For the Cardinals, however, Terry Pendleton was 3 for 4. He had a good game today, but Dwight Gooden definitely gets the player of the game as he goes to 2-1. Horton drops to 1-2. The Mets advance to 8-4, and the Cardinals drop to 5-8 in the regular for the season at this moment. And you can take a look at the standings so far right now. We'll take a quick look standings there. You can see Houston, there's the Astros, where they should be. A game ahead of San Francisco, Los Angeles. The Mets the Mets and Cubs are tied in the East, although the Mets have the better winning percentage. But look at the Oakland Athletics, though. 13-4 in the American League West. That's interesting so far. California has a losing record. Toronto at 12-4, but only a half-game lead on the Indians, and of course the Boston Red Sox are right behind them. The next Mets game is going to be against the Cardinals. It'll be it'll be the rubber game of the 3-game series. Fernandez will face off against Cox. Well, that's all here for today from Action PC Baseball. I'll see you next time. Mets take the win over the Cardinals 4-1. See you next time.